Good day, students. Welcome to this lesson on modern computers. A computer is an electronic device that accepts data as input, processes it according to a set of instructions, stores the result, and produces output. Understanding the components of a modern computer and the difference between hardware and software is essential for every JSS student in 21st century Nigeria. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define a computer and state its 4 basic functions, distinguish hardware from software with examples, identify and describe the main components of a computer system, and classify computers by type and size. Let us begin. A computer is an electronic device that accepts input, data entered by the user, processes the data, performs calculations and logical operations according to programmed instructions, stores results, both temporarily and permanently, and produces output, displays or transmits the processed result. This is called the IPO model: input, processing, output, with storage supporting all 3 stages. Hardware refers to all the physical, tangible components of a computer, parts you can touch and see, the keyboard, monitor, CPU tower, printer, mouse. Software refers to the programs and instructions that tell the hardware what to do. You cannot touch software, the operating system, Windows, macOS, Android, Microsoft Office, browser applications, educational games. The fundamental distinction: hardware is the body, software is the mind. Types of computers by size and use. Supercomputers, the most powerful, used for weather forecasting, scientific research, defense. Examples: IBM Summit, Frontier. Mainframe computers, very large, used by banks and governments for processing millions of transactions. Nigeria's central government systems use mainframes. Mini-computers, medium-sized, used by universities and medium businesses. Microcomputers, personal computers, PC small, affordable, for individual use. This category includes desktops, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Embedded computers, tiny microcontrollers built into other devices, your refrigerator, car engine, washing machine, ATM machine. Main components of a computer. Input devices send data into the computer. Keyboard types text, numbers, and commands. Standard keyboard has about 104 keys. Mouse points and clicks, moves the cursor on screen. Scanner converts physical documents or images into digital files. Microphone captures audio input. Webcam captures video/image input. Touchscreen combines input and output, used on tablets and smartphones. Nigerian context, POS, point of sale, machines in supermarkets use a keypad and card reader as input devices. Processing unit, the brain of the computer. CPU, central processing unit, executes all instructions, performs arithmetic and logical operations. Measured in gigahertz, clock speed. A faster CPU means faster processing. RAM, random access memory, temporary or volatile memory, stores data the CPU is currently using. Data in RAM is lost when the computer is switched off. Measured in GB, gigabytes. More RAM means the computer can handle more tasks simultaneously. ROM, read-only memory, permanent, non-volatile memory, stores the startup instructions, BIOS/firmware. Cannot be changed by the user. Motherboard, the main circuit board connecting all components. Storage devices, save data permanently. Hard disk drive, HDD, magnetic storage inside the computer, large capacity, 1 to 4 terabytes, common in modern PCs. Solid-state drive, SSD, faster, more durable than HDD, no moving parts, common in modern laptops. USB flash drive, memory stick, portable storage, connects via USB port. Very popular in Nigerian schools and offices. CD, DVD, optical storage, being phased out. Memory card, SD card, used in cameras and smartphones. Cloud storage, data stored on remote servers accessed via the Internet. Examples: Google Drive, iCloud, OneDrive. Output devices, display or present process data. Monitor, visual output, measured in inches diagonally, 15, 21, 27 common. Resolution measured in pixels. Printer, produces physical, hard copy, output. Types: inkjet, color, affordable, laser, fast, high volume, thermal, used in receipt printers and ATMs in Nigeria. Speakers, audio output. Projector, displays computer screen on a large surface, used in classrooms and conferences. 3 examination questions. Example 1. Classify each of the following as input, output, or storage device: A. Scanner, B. Hard disk drive, C. Speaker, D. Keyboard, E. RAM. A. Scanner, input. B. Hard disk drive, storage, permanent. C. Speaker, output. D. Keyboard, input. E. RAM, not quite input, output, or storage in the traditional sense. RAM is primary/volatile memory used by the CPU during processing. Some syllabuses classify it under processing/memory. Accept storage, temporary, if that is the option given. Example 2. State 2 differences between RAM and ROM. RAM is volatile, loses data when power is off. ROM is non-volatile, retains data permanently. RAM is read-write, the CPU can read from and write to RAM. ROM is read-only, content is fixed at manufacture. Example 3. A student says the CPU is the same as the computer. Is she correct? Explain. She is not entirely correct. The CPU, Central Processing Unit, is the processing component of the computer, often called the brain, but the computer is a complete system that includes input devices, a keyboard, mouse, the CPU, and memory, processing, storage devices, hard drive, and output devices, monitor, printer. The CPU alone cannot accept input or display output, it needs all the other components working together. 3 common mistakes. Mistake 1. Confusing RAM and ROM. RAM is temporary, cleared when you switch off or think RAM equals runs at the moment. ROM is permanent, hold startup instructions. Mistake 2. Classifying the monitor as both input and output. A standard monitor is output only. A touchscreen monitor can be both input and output, distinguish between them in your answers. Mistake 3. Confusing hardware and software. Programs, Microsoft Word, Chrome browser, the WhatsApp app, are software, you cannot touch them. The phone, laptop, keyboard, and cables are hardware, you can touch them. If in doubt, ask, can I physically pick this up? If yes, hardware. If it runs as a program, software. Excellent. Let us summarize. A computer, input process output, with storage. Hardware equals physical components, software equals programs. Input devices, keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone. Processing, CPU, arithmetic and logic, RAM, temporary memory, ROM, permanent startup memory. Storage, HDD, SSD, USB drive, cloud. Output devices, monitor, printer, speakers. Types of computers, supercomputer, mainframe, mini-computer, microcomputer, PC, laptop, tablet, smartphone, embedded computer. Nigeria's banking, government, and education sectors all rely on modern computers. For homework, draw and label a complete computer system diagram. State 3 input, 3 output, and 2 storage devices not mentioned in class. Attempt a quiz on your LMS. Keep studying hard. Visit LightTech Academy at academy.lightech.com.ng for more NERDC-approved lessons from JSS 1 to SS3. Powered by LightTech Solutions Limited. Until next time.